Here the poppy flower we're going to paint with the gel polish. Let's start with the scheme for our poppy flower. Of course, if you are already advanced nail technician and you do not need the scheme, you can move forward straight away into our design. So we're going to create our composition over 4 tips, but we're going to paint design over 2. So let's say that will be the middle finger and the ring finger, or maybe index and a middle, whatever suits you. And we're going to create our poppy flower in relatively short nails, because nowadays in the salon we do nails that are a little bit shorter, so we need to be able to fit our design. So let's start from the first one. Let's say this will be our middle finger, and this will be our ring finger. Okie doke. So the middle one we're going to start. We're going to create our design diagonally in around 2/3 of our full nail. Will be our main item, will be our poppy flower. And we're going to start with creating our petals. So I'm going to mark first, and we can paint it as well in a darker color, the middle part of our design. And then I'm going to paint first the one petal here and one in here, just like that. So you can see 2 petals. Of course, depending on the size of your nails, you may have a little extra here. So we do this in 3. So it will be 1 petal, second, and a third. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Now, once we paint this one with our color, in between this one, we're going to add 1 more petal, just like that. Try not to make it too straight line, make it a little bit more wavy. And once we color this one with red, we're going to do similar on the other corner, like opposite corner diagonally with the red, but with just a little petal. That's it. So we're trying to make this nail as possible to make, this set as possible to make in a salon, so cannot be too difficult. And then on top of our flower, we're going to add a little leaf, and the leaf will be here in black. And here we will add a few more leaves. So let's say the petal is the flower, more flower is here, and then less flower is here. And here we will have a little bit more leaves. These are all in black. With the silver, I will show you how to create this gorgeous effect as well on this one. So we're going to paint first the red, then the black, and then we're going to add the details. For our shading, we're going to create the shading from the middle around all of our petals, so that will look a little bit more 3D. We will also create our shading in veins-like on our petal, and we also create our shading from under the petals. So it's just a few, not too much, but we'll create our nail that is really 3D, and then of course a flower that is 3D, and then of course we're going to follow with special liner details that will make our flower to stand out. On our petals, we're going to use our white mixed with a black to create these little pieces, the decoration of our leaves. And we also going to use the diamond dust top gel for this extra sparkly effect. So we're going to create it really super cool. Let's start. To create our design and paint, what we need first the gel polish. So you'll be looking for something, if it comes to red, that is nice and bright, even neon shade for your colors. Something that is nice and thin, can cover our design or the petals in one layer, so pigmentation is important. So we don't have a raised structure, so it has to be something that is nice and even. Just choose the color that is red and as bright as possible, because we're going to add the extra details and shading in black that will really dull down, take down the whole color. So what I choose in this one is the Carnation Crescendo is a really bright red hot color, and this will be my main color when I'm going to make my poppy. What I'm also going to use, I'm going to use the black. So a little bit of black you will need. You will also need your white. So it's not too many colors you need in your for this design, but we will do a lot of blending. And for the blending, you will need something like base and top gel. This is what I'm using for my designs. You've seen this before. And base and top gel is no sticky layer top gel. It's really thin in consistency. So it's really important to use it. There you go. Nice and thin. You see, just dropped. This is what you're looking for. It is important to have it, the top gel without the sticky layer. That will help you to create nicer shading. But if you do not have the top gel without, or the thin base without the sticky layer, please use your sticky layer one, but then you need to have it really thin. What we will also need for this design will be the diamond dust top gel or any sparkles that you have. This will be easy to use, that's why I'm using this one, so I don't need to mix anything extra. So if you have any sparkly top gel, that will be amazing to use. And we will also need our liner gel, our paste for details, but that's a little bit later.